Hey y'all, welcome on. Okay, I know that it is Black Friday. I know this, but you know what? I actually had a little bit of a spicy topic that I wanted to bring to you guys, and I thought, holy shit, this is landing on like the best day possible that this kind of topic could come to you. So I want to talk about toxic gratitude. Those two words, do they go together? You're probably sitting there going like, "What? Toxic gratitude? How can gratitude ever be toxic?" Right? And this was actually a pretty interesting concept that sorry, there's like something in my eye. My finger? Anybody ever say that to you? And I'm like, "Ugh, yeah, obviously it's my finger." Um, okay, so as we are in this season, right? This time of year, everybody's always, I am so grateful for. I am so grateful for. That's great, right? Being grateful for things is important. I am 100% on board with that. Gratitude, real gratitude, even for things that aren't necessarily things that we want, but like being grateful for the learning opportunity, being grateful that even if it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, you're still moving forward, right? So, what is this concept of toxic gratitude? And I'll make this quick because I know everybody is busy shopping online, in the stores. I don't know how you do it in the stores if you are. Whoa, that's not for me. I'm an online shopper if I'm going to do any of it because I'm going to do it from the comfort of my own home in my pajamas. But, anyways, this toxic gratitude, this concept of toxic gratitude is essentially that you are so grateful for all the things in your life, so much so that you don't actually allow yourself to dream for something bigger, to dream for something different. Ooh, ooh, how did that land for you? When I heard this, so the first place I heard this was when I was doing a 3-day alignment workshop. And this was with Tyler Watson, which actually, you guys, um, he has another workshop happening next week. Okay, so you're watching this. It's Friday, right? Friday the 24th. Starting on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, get your butts signed up for this 3-day alignment workshop. It is only $7 freaking dollars. It's only $7. I'll put in the show notes the link that you guys can go to get yourself signed up and like save your seat. It's all virtual. You will get replays of everything. So if you can't be there live on Zoom every day, but this is where I first heard this concept of toxic gratitude. And y'all, there was probably over 200 people on this Zoom with Tyler when we were doing the workshop in October. And he said this, and you would not believe that chat. It just, it blew up. People were like, whoa, what? We've always been told we should be grateful for what we have and all the things. And it's like, but when does your gratitude get to a point where it actually stalls you? It stalls you from dreaming bigger. It stalls you from making bigger choices, from wanting something more because you feel like you should just be grateful for what you have. Now, this is a fine line. Absolutely be grateful for what you have, but don't be so grateful that it becomes toxic to you, that it keeps you stuck, that it stops you from dreaming, that it stops you from wanting something more. It's okay to want something more. It's okay to want something different. And if anybody's telling you otherwise, I mean, personally, I just wouldn't listen to them. I've been through much of my life up until the last 3 years, quite honestly, where I was pretty much stuck in that toxic gratitude, where it was like, you know what? I'm just grateful to be alive. I'm just grateful to have some money in the bank. I'm grateful to have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that there's water that comes out of my faucet. Absolutely. I'm still grateful for those things and I don't take them for granted. I know that some people don't have those things. I am so, so grateful to those things. But I do not allow my gratitude for those things, for the things that I have, to stop me from wanting something else. And it's not about, well, I don't like what I have. I don't have enough, so I need more. No, it's about evolution. It's about growth. It's about expansion. This is what gratitude has turned into for me. It has turned into, what can I be truly grateful for today in the day to day, right? Did I wake up? Hell yeah, I did. Did my legs walk me down the stairs? Yes, they did. So forever grateful. Do I want something more for my life and my business? Do I want to take those vacations? Do I want to make 10,000 bucks a month? Like, do I want more? Yeah. And guess what? I can have it. But sometimes this toxic gratitude that we are so fixated on, that we should only be grateful for the things that we have and should not want more. This is a mentality that keeps us stuck. And if I'm being quite honest, it's a mentality that really perpetuates guilt. And I'm not here for that. Like, I am so beyond feeling guilty about wanting things for my life, because I don't want them out of vanity. I don't want them out of manipulating others. I don't want them out of putting myself on a pedestal. No. And that's the thing with, when you're, let's say you're building a business online, you start to recognize that you want these things in your life because they actually bring you happiness. And you understand that there's like the potentiality of what you can have. It's all right there in front of you. Okay, so example, I was recording a podcast episode earlier today. We were talking about how, if you have a desire for something in your life, right? Whether it be something, whether it be a business, a relationship, right? Whatever it is, if you have a desire for something and it's pulling you in, more times than not, people stop and they like stall because they don't know the how. But the how actually isn't important, because the how is already happening just without you, because you haven't stepped into that place yet. You know what I mean? Like, you haven't actually taken that brave, courageous step in the direction of taking action, because you're still sitting and thinking in all of your inaction. And you're like, oh, well, I have the idea, but like, I don't know how it's going to happen. So I'll just be grateful for what I have and just be there. Just stop. Just stop. You guys, that is toxic gratitude right there. That is toxic gratitude at its height. Why? Why would you stay stuck like that? If you have a desire and a pull to do something, to have something, why not give yourself permission to play with it and see, can I have this? Does this fit in my life? Does this make sense for me? So the example I used in the podcast earlier was, have you watched Finding Nemo? And actually, well, this has aired on the 24th, so you probably heard, okay, you're going to hear this podcast episode in the next couple weeks. So, on Finding Nemo, there's like that current, right? Where all the turtles are in the current, and the current's going. It's going with or without you, right? Either you're in it or you're not in it. The current is life. Life is happening. So the how of all of it, it's already in motion. All you have to do is get your ass in. Get in the current. Start taking action. Start understanding that it's going to be messy, and that's okay. But a lot of the time, our quote unquote gratitude is keeping us outside of the current. And we're just hanging out. Like, you know what? I'm breathing. So, like, I'm good. I'm good. And some days, you know what? Yes, those are some days they're a struggle. And just getting out of bed is like hashtag winning. But other days, if you are feeling a pull, if you're feeling a drive to do something, to be more, why are you stopping yourself? Don't have toxic gratitude. Allow your gratitude to expand. Allow your gratitude to become something else, to grow and to evolve, right? So I just thought this was a really interesting topic, especially to bring to you on Black Friday, where this is a day of like all day yesterday we were talking about gratitude, and all day today we're like, give me all the things. Um, so it's a little bit of a, I don't know, an oxymoron or something, if that's even the right word to say. But it's interesting. It's interesting how we go through these phases of, society expects us to do this and be this and think this. So we do, but you don't have to. If you don't want to, you can question it. And more times than not, so many people that are so stuck and they're just kind of living life like Groundhog's Day over and 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 over, and nothing new is happening. Yet they're like, I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful that I have a roof over my head. Awesome. You could have a roof over your head and take the vacation if you wanted to. You don't have to feel bad about wanting something more. You don't have to feel bad about your gratitude wanting to be expanded. It's okay. So I highly, highly encourage you to get into the 3-day alignment workshop that's happening Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. If you're catching this and it's already after the 27th, 28th, 29th, you can probably still get replays if you really want to. But you guys, this workshop it's fucking life-changing kind of stuff. And if you heard Tyler's podcast episode, I believe it aired on the 8th of November. Go back and listen to that. Tyler, he freaking genius when it comes to this cellular alignment technique. And he's the one that I first heard the toxic gratitude from. And then after I heard it from him, I attended a women's retreat with Victoria Dume, and I was actually a guest speaker at her event for, I did a quick little 10-minute speech. It was my first time on stage, but I heard the term toxic gratitude tossed around at that women's retreat too. And I was like, wow, yeah, this is a thing. This is absolutely a thing where we are keeping ourselves stuck simply because we don't want to ask for more out of fear of, I don't know, looking ungrateful, right? When in reality, you can be grateful for it all. So I encourage you, have bigger gratitude, have expanded gratitude. Don't let your gratitude keep you stuck. That's all, right? So I hope you had a fabulous holiday and enjoying your family and your friends or whatever it is that you're doing. And saving a buck maybe, right? Like if you're shopping for holiday stuff and all that. I'm wearing one of my very new necklace pieces. This one reminded me of Cruella de Vil. I mean, do I have to explain that why, right? But it's like a chain on one side and pearls on the other. And I'm like, ooh, that's like edgy, but classy and sexy. Anyways, this is one of my new purchases that I got on major discount. And it might, I don't know, it's probably on sale on Black Friday too, but I have to go look. All right, people, have a fantastic weekend. And until next time.